back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a get ready with me talk through makeup tutorial. This is actually my first time doing this kind of video where I am talking to you guys while I am doing my makeup, and I am crossing my fingers big time that this isn't going to be a gazillion hours long. But if it is, I hope you guys don't mind. I did want to try this out and see how it goes. And if you guys like this kind of video where I am talking to you guys while I am doing my makeup, then please just give it a big thumbs up or leave me a comment down below. This video is going to be a back to school, affordable back to school makeup tutorial, and I was going to do a drugstore makeup tutorial for you guys, but I mainly have a mixture of drugstore and affordable makeup. And what I mean by affordable, all these makeup that I'm using down to the brushes are less than $25. So if you guys are in high school or starting off college and want to save some money, this look and this kind of makeup look is going to be perfect for you guys. So enough of me chatting, let's just get on with this video. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to be doing, as always whenever I do my makeup, is moisturizing my face, and I always use in the morning this Clean and Clear Morning Burst Hydrating Gel Moisturizer. And this is amazing because it's a gel-like formula and it's very hydrating, and it wakes you up in the morning and has a very amazing cucumber scent. So I'm just going to apply this, a dime size amount of it in my hand, on my fingers, and I'm just going to rub it all over my hand and then rub it all over my face. I've been using Clean and Clear since high school, and I did feature this in my Holy Grail skincare, skincare routine, and if you guys haven't seen that video, I will list it down below in the description box. So now I'm going to go on to priming my eyelids, and as usual I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Eyeshadow Primer, and I have been using this non-stop ever since I got it. It's just, this stuff is so affordable and it makes my makeup, my eye makeup last longer. So I'm just going to use my middle finger to apply this all over my lids. And then I'm just going to dab this all over my lids using my ring finger. They say that your ring finger is the most gentle finger in terms of applying makeup because it's best to use your ring finger to apply any concealer or primers, because it's just so gentle and it doesn't make you put so much pressure on it, if that makes sense. I'm just going to dab this. I'm not going to rub it technically. I'm doing more of a dabbing motion than a rubbing motion. So for today's eye look, I'm going to be using the Morphe palette, and the first one I'm going to be using is the Morphe 350 palette, and this is the matte palette. And you guys, I'm sorry for my nails, I haven't gotten the chance to do them, so excuse the way it looks, but this is the 350 palette. This is the matte one, and this palette runs for $24.99, or actually I take that back, it runs for $22.99, and this is so amazing. It's all matte, and they do have two other versions of it. They have the 350 S palette, which is all shimmers, and they have the regular 350, which is a mixture of a combination of matte and shimmers. But I decided to do the 350 matte palette because I do love working with matte, and you can do more with matte palettes, and yeah, I've always wanted to try this, and here I am. So this is the 350 matte palette, and I'm going to be setting my primer to get that tackiness out, take that tackiness off, and I'm going to be using a combo of these two shades right here. And you guys can use any light matte eyeshadow just to set this primer. It's just a base. It helps to get rid of the tackiness and helps apply the other eyeshadows better. So before I go on with the rest of my eye makeup, I'm going to moisturize my lips, so it's hydrated and moisturized by the time I apply my lip product at the end of the video. And this is the EOS lip balm, and I think this is the Sorbet one, or the strawberry sorbet By the way, I used the angled buffing, not angled, but angled blending brush from Morphe, and this came in a set. I think this set I got from Whole Look. I believe I got that less than $10 when I bought it at Whole Look. I don't remember how much the price is on the actual Morphe site, but I will list that down below in the description box as well. And all of the products I use for this video, including the makeup brushes and other tools that I use, will be listed down in the description box below. Now I'm going to go ahead and take this deluxe blending brush from Morphe as well, and I'm going to take this light brown shade right here. There are no names on the Morphe palette, so I'm just going to try to describe these colors as best I can, but I'm going to take this light brown shade right here, and I'm going to use this as my transition color. So I'm just going for a more subtle, a little bit of a smoky eye look with a little bit of a shimmer on the eyelids. I'm not going too crazy. I just want something that makes me look awake and alive and ready for school, or makes you guys ready for school. I don't go to school. I'm a stay-at-home mom, but I'm just doing this video for you guys who are wanting to look for some ideas for makeup. In terms of makeup ideas for school that aren't too crazy, just enough, make you look decent for school, you know what I mean. So I'm just gonna tap this on wherever, just to tap off the excess, and I'm just gonna apply this right on my crease area. I'm gonna start from the outer corner. Where you place your brush first is where the most amount of product is going to be distributed. So I'm gonna start from the outer corner, and I'm just gonna blend that right on the crease area. And when there's not a lot of product left on the brush, I'm just going to blend that towards the inner corner. And right on the brow bone as well. So I feel like summer just flew by really fast. I live in South Carolina, and South Carolina, the school starts in August, mid-August, and then it ends in June, depending whether we get snow days. But yeah, my kids start school this coming Tuesday, and it's crazy how time just flew. In New York, my friend's kids start school in September after Labor Day, but that's not the case here in South Carolina. But my kids are actually looking forward to going back to school and seeing their friends, and which is good. I'm going to take an EcoTools tapered blending brush, and I'm just going to intensify the crease color a little bit, and I'm just going to use, I don't want it to intensify, but I will use this color right here. It's more of a medium shade of a brown, and I'm just going to tap my brush on it and then tap off the excess. And again, I'm going to start from the outer corner. I'm going to start in the outer corner, and I'm just going to place my brush right where that crease area is. And I'm just going to blend that in circular motions, and then when there's not a lot of product left on the brush, I'm going to blend that towards the inner corner. This is just to give this eye look a little bit more of a dimension. And then I'm just going to go back to that the second blending brush that we used from Morphe, and I'm just going to blend all those two colors together to make sure that there are no harsh lines. Okay, I want to give a little bit of a smoky effect, not too smoky, but just enough smokiness. I'll use a combination of these two colors right here. They're both brown shades with a little bit of an orange-red undertone to it. So I'm just going to take this old crease brush from Claire's. I've had this for forever, and I just love using it to pack on color on the outer corner. So I just I just dipped it in these two colors, and I just tapped off the excess, and I'm just going to place this right on the outer corner. and I'm just gonna try to stay on the outer V. I'm not gonna go all the way to the crease area. This is just to give this eye look a little bit more of a smokiness. A little subtle smokiness, if there's anything like a subtle smokiness. For those of you who like smoky eyes but doesn't want to go too crazy on the smoky eyes when it comes to school, I think this is perfect, in my opinion. And as you can see, I'm just dabbing this, or applying this in dabbing motion, and then I'm gonna do like a circular motion, and I'm just gonna do this like that, and I'm just gonna blend that halfway towards the crease area, and I'm also blending that in towards the inner corner, just halfway through my lid. I'm gonna take the Glamour Dolls blending brush. I got this in an Ipsy bag a couple of months ago, and I'm just gonna, there's no products on this brush, so I'm just gonna blend all these colors together to make sure that there are no harsh lines. Now I'm gonna go into the Morphe 35F palette, and this is the Fall into Frost palette. I think this is the latest one, I believe. I'm gonna take this flat shader brush from Ulta. This is great for packing on shimmer eyeshadows and any kind of lid, all over the lid color. And let's see what shade I want to use. Today I'm going to go with this shimmer shade right here. It's sort of like a peachy champagne shimmer shade. And I think this would go well with the rest of the eye look, to complete the eye look. So I'm going to dip my brush in this shimmer shade. I'm going to start from the inner corner, and I'm just going to blend that toward the center of my lid, and then letting that meet with the rest of the eyeshadow that I applied earlier. All these eyeshadows from Morphe are just so very pigmented, and it's definitely amazing for the price. And don't worry if it looks a little messy when you meet the shimmer shade with the other matte shade, because we're just going to blend that out together to make sure that they're seamless and well blended. So now I'm going to go back to the crease brush that I used earlier to apply the outer corner shade, and that's not the leftover product. I'm not applying any more product to it, but I'm just gonna use this to blend out these colors. Just blend them together so that they meet and there's kind of like a faded effect. I'm gonna go back to the Glamour Dolls blending brush, and I'm just gonna blend everything together. So if you guys want, you can actually leave this the way that it is, but if you guys are into the whole wing liner thing, you can definitely apply wing liners. If not, the look right now is perfect, but I'm just gonna apply wing liner to it. I'm just gonna do a simple wing liner, and I'm using the Wet n Wild Mega Liner liquid liner, and this is in the shade black. And this is also another affordable product. It has a very tiny brush, which makes doing a wing liner so easy. So I'm going to start from the center of my eyelid and draw like a little line to it. And then I'm going to draw the wing line part and extend it a little bit. Right there, and I'm stopping right there. Sometimes I like to go super extended, but right now it's just gonna be simple. And I'm just gonna connect that with the rest of the wing line. And then I'm just gonna fill it in. And I'm also gonna do a line starting from the inner corner and then letting that meet with the rest of the wing liner. Okay, so now the eyes are halfway done. I'm going to move on to the face. I'm going to prime my face using the Nivea Post Shave Balm for Men. I haven't used this in a hot minute, and this stuff is amazing. If you guys have not tried this, it's such a great primer, and I know it's a shave balm for men, but it does amazing things, and it makes your makeup, your foundation glides on so smoothly. So I just took it up, and I'm just going to apply a little bit on the palm of my hand, the back of my hand. And I'm just going to put some dot this all over my face. By the way, you can also use a moisturizer for as a primer, but I like to use the primer just to make it easier for the foundation to apply on. The moisturizer is great. Applying moisturizer before you start your makeup is great because the moisturizer, such as the one I used earlier, acts like a shield. It just protects your face from all the other makeup ingredients that you put on your face, and it doesn't do a whole lot of damage. So I'm just going to rub that all over my face in circular motions using my hand. So I think I got cut off, but I was saying that just keep rubbing the Nivea Post Shave Balm for Men all over your face until you feel the tackiness coming through, and you'll definitely feel it because when you put your hand on your face, it'll feel tacky, and the tackier it is, the better it is for your to apply your makeup. So now I'm going to use a foundation, and this is the L'Oreal Infallible Pearl Matte, and I haven't tried the Pro Glow yet. I know that's the more recent one and the more talked about product, but I kind of like this one. It does flow matte, but it really does not dry matte at all. It's semi-matte or demi-matte, so it has a little bit of a sheen finish to it, and it doesn't make my face look dry or oily or cakey or anything like that. And it doesn't give you a super luminous finish. It's just enough. So I'm going to apply this in the back of my hand, like so. And I'm going to take my fingertips and I'm just going to dot this all over my face. This foundation is a medium coverage, and if you want to build it up, you can. But I normally just use one coat. So to buff this out, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. buffing brush, I believe. This is the ultimate buffing brush, and this is also another affordable product. So I'm just going to stipple my brush first. I'm just going to press the foundation into my skin, and then I'm just going to do circular motions and then blend that right in. You make sure you also blend your foundation towards your ears, so you make it even, make it look even. The coverage of this foundation is amazing. It just covers up everything, any marks, redness, whatever you guys may have. And again, it dries demi-matte, it's not fully matte, so it doesn't make my skin at least look cakey or anything like that. And I'm just going to take my brush and dip it in the palm at the back of my hand just to get all the other excess, to not waste any products. For concealer today, I'm using the NYX HD concealer, and I am in the shade... Okay, so apparently I don't know what shade I am, but I will link it down below in the description box as always. But this is an amazing concealer. It's full coverage, and it won't make your eye under eye area look cakey at all. and it just has a little doper applicator, and I'm just gonna apply this underneath my eyes, and I'm just gonna do like a triangular or draw a triangular shape under my eye. And I'm also gonna highlight the bridge of my nose. Do a line right there, do a little design on my forehead or whatever, a little blob. And then I'm gonna apply this right here. And then on my chin as well. Blend this concealer. I'm gonna use this Real Technique contour brush. I know it's a contour brush, but this is amazing to blend out your concealer. And this is the brush is dry, so it's not wet, but it does blend out your concealer so amazing. Now when you're blending out your concealer, it is good to tap, never swipe. Do not swipe because that will just make everything crease and it will not look good. So I'm just gonna dab my brush back and forth. Make sure you are dabbing and you are pressing it on your skin right underneath those circles, just to create that illusion that you're hiding those dark circles or those puffiness. And when you get down right here, you can just do like a swiping down motion just to blend everything out. And when you are blending out your concealer, make sure that you're looking up, that you keep your eyeballs or whatever up to the ceiling. It just helps not crease your concealer. I know it's very difficult to be doing that, to look up and not see what you're doing, but you'll get the hang of it. And then I'm just gonna blend everything else out. Applying concealer on the other areas aside from the under eye, it just evens everything out. So it just brings in light and makes your face look more awake rather than just applying it under your eyes. So I'm going to set/bake my concealer, and for that I'm going to be using the Airspun loose face powder, and this stuff is amazing. You can get this in Walmart and at least $5. And I'm just going to use this wedge sponge right here. I'm just going to dip it in my product and then applying it right underneath my eyes. And I'm also going to apply that wherever else I applied my concealer, just so they do not crease and move. So I'm going to do my eyebrows off camera, and before I do that, I'm just going to show you guys what product I use to do my eyebrows. I will try to do some kind of eyebrow routine video, but I'm still working on that one. So for my eyebrows, I'm always using the e.l.f. brow kit, and I'm also using the NYC brow pencil, and this is in the shade dark brown. And I also use a spoolie. This is just an e.l.f. dollar spoolie. And to apply everything else, I use this angled eyeliner brush that it is from Claire's. I just apply that to buff everything out. So I'll be right back, and I'm just going to do my eyebrows, and I'll be back. So I'm back, and now I just did my eyebrows off camera, and now I'm just going to use this brush. I think this is the mineral powder brush from e.l.f. and I'm just going to dust the excess powder underneath my eyes and wherever I applied it. I'm going to go back to the Morphe 350 matte palette, and I'm just going to apply some eyeshadow underneath my eyes. And I'm going to start with the two colors that we used to apply on the outer corner, and these are these two colors. Right here. So I'm just going to take a flat definer brush from the dollar store, and I'm just going to dip that right on the product, and I'm just going to mix those two. And I'm just gonna press that tightly, as tightly as I can on my lower lash line. And as you can see, I didn't go all the way to my inner corner. I just stopped right where my lower lashes end. Now I'm going to take this tiny pencil brush from EcoTools. And I'm just going to take this color that we used in the beginning, the crease color, just to buff all that out. I'm going to take this cream gel liner from ColourPop, and ColourPop products are still affordable. This is only $5 or $6 I believe, and the product is just amazing and it's just so pigmented. So I'm just gonna apply this, if I can open it. I'm just gonna apply this gel liner. As you can see, it's just a typical nude liner, and I'm just gonna apply that right on my waterline. Okay, we're gonna go back to the Morphe 350M matte palette, and I'm just gonna take this second shade right here as a highlight to highlight our brow bone, my brow bone. And I'm using a petite shadow brush from EcoTools. You can also use a shimmer eyeshadow to highlight your brow bone, but lately I've been preferring using matte shadows to highlight my brow bone. I'm going to take that same all over the lid color that we used earlier from the 35F palette. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm just take the all over the lid eyeshadow, shimmer eyeshadow that we used earlier from the 35F palette from Morphe, and I'm going to use that to highlight my inner corners. There's the shade right here. And I'm just going to stick to the same petite eyeshadow brush from EcoTools. Oh, it's okay, that wasn't the same shade, but it's lighter, and we'll just stick to that one since I just dipped my brush on that shade. So I'm just going to apply that right on the inner corner, right here. And I'm also going to let that meet with the matte shadow. Just bringing that right on the lower lash, the inner part of our lower lash line. I'm just going to comb my lashes. And you can definitely apply falsies if you'd like the Ardell Demi Wispies, but I'm not one to apply falsies. I don't really know how to do that. But you can also leave it like this without any falsies. And for mascara today, I'm using the Rimmel London Lash Accelerator, or this is the Volume Accelerator, I believe. And I have been loving this mascara since I bought this in Walmart, I believe. So it just has this wand right here. It's tapered, so it goes from fat to thin. And it's great also for applying mascara on your lower lash line. So I'm just going to apply this on my lashes and my lower lashes as well. So we are almost done with this look. Now I'm gonna go and actually, I was going to contour, but since we're just going to school and we don't have all that time to do all that glam contouring and all that stuff, I'm just gonna bronze up my face, and I'm gonna be using the Physician Formula Butter Bronzer. You guys have not tried this stuff is amazing, and it smells amazing as well. It does smell like pineapple. So I'm just gonna bronze my face just to bring back some life and make me look awake. And I'm using this Real Technique buffing brush. I'm just gonna dip this right on this product, and I'm just gonna tap off the excess. I'm just gonna bronze my cheeks. I'm also bringing that towards the temple as well. I'm also going to bronze my hairline, just to give that, make it look even and bring some color right there. I'm also going to burn my jawline just to even out everything else. For blush, I'm using the e.l.f. blush palette, and this is the light shade one. They come in light or dark, and I decided to go with the light shade. And I'm using this angled brush from e.l.f. And I think I'm just going to do this pink shade right here. I'm just going to dip it in my brush. There's my brush in the product. And I'm just going to tap off the edges and apply that right on my cheekbones. Okay, so I'm back. I had to stop the video because it got cut off because my SIM card ran out, not SIM card, my memory card ran out of space, so I had to transfer those videos that I just filmed on my laptop. And then I was in the middle of filming the rest of the makeup look. I did apply my blush and my highlight and also my lip product, but as I was going through the stuff and deleting some images that I didn't want, I deleted everything else. So, I'm not going to show you guys how I applied my highlighter and the rest of my blush, but you guys saw what blush I used in the previous clip, but I did use for highlight the Makeup Evolution Vivid Big Highlighter, and this is in the shade Radiant Light. And it's sort of like a pinky rose gold kind of highlighter, and it's so beautiful, very affordable. You can get Makeup Evolution at Ulta, and to apply that I used the Real Technique setting brush, and I just applied it on the high points of my cheeks and onto my temple, and I also applied a little bit on the apples of my cheeks and the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, and my chin, just to give it a little bit more of light and luminosity. I'll apply for you guys though my lip product, and to finish off the look, and I'm gonna hope I don't delete this clip, I'm gonna use the NYX Butter Gloss lip gloss in the shade Angel Food Cake, and these glosses are so pigmented. You can apply lipstick if you want and then top it off with the butter gloss, or you can apply this by itself because it is pigmented in itself alone. And that completes the look, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this talk to get ready with me makeup tutorial. Again, I used all I used all affordable products down to the brushes, and I hope you guys enjoyed it and find it helpful for you guys. And yes, I'm sorry for all the rambling and the craziness, but this was my first talk through, but I do hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, please give it a big thumbs up or leave me a comment down below. And if you guys, for all of you guys going back to school, I hope you guys have an amazing year, and make sure you guys study hard so you guys can get all the goals in life and achieve all the goals in life that you want to achieve. If you guys haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button down below so you guys can stay up to date with all of the videos that I post on my channel. For those of you guys who are new to my channel, welcome. I hope you guys so far are enjoying all of my videos. And yes, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!